Welcome, Smile Tribe. If you don't know what Smile Tribe is, it is She Makes It Look Easy. I decided to go with Tribe because Tribe is really bringing different backgrounds together and really forming under something that is foundational that you all agree on. So I'm really excited to continue to do this series of really getting to know me as I also get to know Brie in this phase of life and what she wants and how she's going to become her with no ceilings and no kind of limits. So today I was just wanting to get on here and talk about becoming more consistent and really making sure that I'm walking what God has for me. And I think that I've created so many roadblocks in my life because I am hustling more than I am listening to God. I am going to my instincts of flight or fight mode instead of being like, okay, God, let me bring it to you first and let me have some calm and some reassurance knowing that you're going to do exceedingly and abundantly for me, and living in expectations. So I'm so used to just being on the edge and okay, let me do this. Oh, well, that's not happening for me here. Let me hurry up and do this. And I am in such a stage of my life where the chaos is just exhausting. I do not want to, what I call, do the dash every single day. So for years on end, I've always worked a 9 to 5 and I've always been a personal trainer in person at the gym for 3 to 5 days out of the week. I have slowly come down on the days that I am in the gym until recently. About a month ago, sickness hit my house. Flu A hit me, hit my son, my daughter got sick. Not really that long. She actually was pretty okay, but I was down bad, and my son has literally been battling a sickness for 3 weeks. That caused me to be out of the gym pretty much completely, and that initially was a problem because I needed that additional stream of income because I'm a single mom who is taking care of a household by herself. And when I say single, I'm not even going to say that title. I'm a solo mom. So my definition of solo momming is I don't have really any family here. I live in Kentucky and I don't have any family here in the city that I live in, and I don't have anyone that I'm generally close to. So my mother and I, we do not have a relationship. My father and I, we no longer have a relationship. And that has been difficult to navigate on my own. But also my child's father, my son's father, he just turned 1, but his father is here. He is in the military. He gets him on the weekends and he does help through the week whenever he can. But he also doesn't have any family here either. And so it's really just me, and it's difficult. My daughter's father is not involved in her life, has not seen her in 10 years. She is about to turn 12 this year. So there's no other family dynamic that is able to step in and be like, hey, let me get the kids on this day, or let me help with the kids on this, and that's just been my reality. It's not anything that I dwell on, nor is it anything that I sit here and woe is me every single day, but it is something that bothers me a lot. It is overwhelming being a custodial parent, 1, being a head of household and a provider, 2, and then also trying to understand yourself and wanting more. I was telling my best friend this yesterday, is that it is so difficult when you have aspirations that are astronomically through the roof and your standing is in such a place where you just can't see what's happening right now to understand how to get yourself to where you're supposed to be, because I know that my calling is extremely high. I know that what I'm going to do eventually is going to have an impact on so many lives, and that in return is going to have an impact on me. So and I'm gonna get there. It's just in the day-to-day of like paying bills and making moves. It's difficult to see that, but I know that God is truly keeping me in alignment and anchoring me so that way my foundation in Him is so strong before I get to those stages that there won't be any type of questioning. So in this stage, God has said no to a lot of things. He has taken a lot of things from me, and to be able to sit with myself and say, okay, you might be taking things away in what I see, but you're actually adding so much value in other areas that, the eye cannot see, the ears cannot hear. So I was sitting earlier today and I was like, how can I make an impact? How can I do this? My dream aspirations were to be in a weight room as a strength and conditioning coach with football specifically. I've interned with U of L. I've also have helped at JSU, and I have such a love for helping youth athletes, especially in football. Football is my jam. I love it. Every day I interned when I made $0, I was the happiest I've ever been. And I mean, like, I was there 10 to 12 hours, $0, but I loved every second of it. And for a long time, I felt like that was my passion and was supposed to be my purpose. But my purpose is truly being able to give back and help others pour into themselves, because that's where I feel the most gratitude, is being able to help others, because it fills my soul. And for a while, I felt like I could not live like that, because that's not filling your cup. And I know now that I have to separate the two. It's like I have to fill my cup, and that has to come for me outside of anything career, anything aspiration wise. Like, I have to feel that for me at my core, in my energy. And a lot of that starts with my foundation with God, and then being able to pour into other people is a part of my purpose, as in career, as in shaping the community, as in those things I know is going to have an impact. I know that those things are different. So today I said, you know, even if I get the opportunity to work in a facility, am I going to be fulfilled working 12 to 14 hour days, making the salary that I'm making now, but also having to find arrangements for my kids, maybe not making school related events or monumental events? Am I going to be happy doing that? Yes, I'm going to live out my dream, and it's going to feel happy in the moment, but it's also going to come with stress and chaos, because athletics is very chaotic in the way of traveling and keeping up with practices and different things like that. So I said to myself, I have to make a way. If I'm already struggling to do X, Y, and Z with my kids by myself, how am I going to take on something additional if it does not work for me? So I said, you know, I have really great ideas all the time, and why have I not thought about consulting? Why have I not thought about online coaching and strategy, like being like strategizing with people to help them also form a side hustle that is they're passionate about and have a purpose with, so that way they're creating additional streams of income as well. So that's where I said, maybe we're onto something. Maybe we're onto something. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to also post my vlog, like the day in the life, but more like a week in the life of me, someone who is going through a transitional period of life and just doing the best that she can. Honestly, trying to make it look easy, but also giving myself grace. So I'm really excited to drop that. So I'm really hopeful that everybody subscribes, or you come back to the video, like it, comment. Like I said, I really want to create a community with people who are not even just like-minded, because I want to hear different opinions and different ideas from those that might not think it like me, and so I can take them into consideration. So like and subscribe. Like I said, I'll also be posting my week in the life, because it is pretty crazy. This is a calm moment only because Jackson is asleep right now, and I took my break from my job. But yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. I have had many days this past month being overwhelmed, being overstimulated, crying, sad, mad. Like, anxiety has been really hitting me tough, and that's because I'm not rooted in just what God has for me. I know that this is part of that, and for a while I was just like, God, I don't know. God's timing doesn't pay the bills all the time, but it does. It's just being able to be calm in the face of the storm. So I'm really excited to continue on and show you guys what that looks like. Like, I literally cannot wait for the day that I'm able to share a video with you all in a couple weeks, a couple months, and a year that shows the growth and the projection that I am on, and it really paying me back. So yay. So I'm excited, and any content, any questions that you guys have, please let me know, because I'm an open book, and I really want to be able to be someone that people not are just motivated or inspired by, but they can relate to, because I think that I'm more relatable than I am inspiring in a lot of ways, because I want people to see that there's beauty in every single one of our stories, and that there's so many similarities in the things that we go through. They don't have to be strictly straight, like aligned, but they do make an impact. So bye, Smile Tribe. Until next time, no limits, no ceilings. We are stepping into becoming her, the one that you see and you dream about, and you have these immaculate out-of-body experiences and walking in what that person is doing. We're making strides to that. We're making steps. We're gonna do it together.